Jason with Haggard Wilderness. I'm in the hills, and it is a beautiful day. That ATV right there was just taking some yurters, backcountry skier types, up to the ridge yurt, and I overheard him saying that they're gonna be blasting for avalanches today. There's several government vehicles in the parking lot. So there's going to be some blasting up on the mountains here, which is really cool because if I'm skiing in and hanging out, hopefully I hear some explosions, which is kind of a funny thing that you would want to hear, but I think it's pretty cool. The other thing is I'm meeting up with Clay on the trail, as well as a couple other guests, potentially. And we're going to do a little winter camp in the within the tour area, kind of off grid a little bit, but anyway, I got cross-country skis today and a sled, and it's going to be quite interesting because I have never pulled a sled with skis before. Figure it out, hopefully, and I'll get with you here in a moment and let you know how it's going. But yeah, very, very, very happy to be here. Okay, quick update. The skiing's not so bad, honestly. If anything, it's really, really warm. I'm about to take this flannel off, but I think I'll just unbutton it. Well, as unfortunate as it is, I have to take my skis off, and I'm gonna have to walk my sled down this hill without a pulk setup. There's just no way I'm going down this hill. Pretty smooth sailing though. Once I get to the top of that next hill, I'll have a good set into the area where we're going to be camping, so I'm very excited for that. One of my absolute favorite spots in basically the entire world right here. East Fork Crossing. Oh, look at that. That is just something, man. Cold down here in the shade. Once you stop moving and you're in the shade. Well, made it to the warming hut. Doesn't look like anybody's been in here. Oh, conditions are perfect for skiing, guys. Like pulling a sled, not so much. Thank God I have these R skins on my skis. It's kind of a new tech thing from Rosignol or whoever may have invented it, but there's like skins like you'd have on splitboard or backcountry setup underneath the kick part of your skis, and it's just saving me because if I had wax or scales or whatever, I just know I'd be slipping and sliding all over. But I'm looking forward to ditching this sled for a little while and maybe going on a little ski tour with just a backpack and a beer, and it'll be real nice. But anyway, again, freaking beautiful. I'm gonna roll up in here and just kind of see what's going on at the warming hut. Then we'll go from there. In the shady shelter of the wonderful warming hut. Brought to you by Brora and the Forest Service combined. You gotta watch yourself with ski boots on this deck here, but pretty cool. The snow's super deep. If you get off your skis and start walking, that sun's softening up that snow and it's punching through, but pretty freaking cool. So I'm gonna chill here for a while and see what's up. All right, well, this is kind of a very brand new thing to me, bringing skis into a winter camp instead of, say, snowshoes. One part is packing down a tent pad, and I'm trying to just basically pack down this rectangular area with my skis. Pulled the sled through the woods. Gonna try to set up the tent. It's gonna be a very interesting situation because once I take the skis off, I'm gonna sink in the snow, and the ski boots aren't really made for that, so I'm hoping that I have enough time to dry them off But I couldn't really put my good boots on to get in here because I needed to ski in here because it's so deep. Making some water here.
I need extra calories to get pretty cold.
Yep.
Southern, well, I still have, I guess it was a Kentucky cookbook. Every recipe started out with, you do a Monte Cristo.
Oh!
Now and then, and I love Monte Cristo, and they're very hard to find.
All right, folks, I got my wannabe jambalaya here with smoked sausage. The Holy Trinity, which is celery, onions, and green peppers, and then some white rice that was pre-cooked.
Pop them off? That's gnarly. And they're, yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go for a night ski. The moon is coming out. It's looking really nice. We're at like twilight right now. And yeah, beautiful.
Okay.
Well, I know the GoPro won't show anything but the moon, but we're on skis and we're having a freaking good time already. All right. Heading off in the woods, going to bed. It's probably somewhere around 3 or 4 degrees, I'd say. All right, guys, it's very frosty. Man, the lighter won't even work. Oh, come on. First time in Haggard Wilderness history of having candles in the tent. My lighter's dying. So that's not a good thing. And the you're frosting up. It is so cold that the camera is just frosting up. But I'm hoping that this candle, oh man, don't blow out, what the hell? Oh, that's whack, dude. It's a whack wick. Anyway, I'm hoping that this takes the edge off in here a little bit. I'm also going to boil some water and put it in my sleeping bag. Anyway, my batteries are dying, so... Whew. Well, good morning. It's about 8 o'clock now. I didn't sleep in, but I kind of just laid in here since about 6 o'clock. Trying to stay warm. It's really cold, and putting the cold snow pants on and everything was not the funnest thing, so... But my stove is frozen, and I can't use it to make coffee, which sucks. So... I gotta get up, and hopefully I'm sure they're up, and probably hopefully a hot fire's going so I can make some coffee. Anyway, I stayed warm otherwise though. Pretty warm in the sleeping bag. Just really, really cold outside the sleeping bag. Gotta put those boots on now. Alright. Time for my least favorite part of the entire trip. Breaking everything down. Whew. Well, that was the absolute worst experience that I've ever had breaking down a tent. Every single joint on the poles, like where the pole breaks apart and folds over, was frozen solid. And so I don't have a stove. I can't run the stove and just heat up the poles. And my lighter won't even light. It's too cold for the lighter to even light. So I had to breathe on every single joint of every single pole, which is probably like 30 of them. So that took me like a good chunk of time. But luckily, I look like this now. I'm gonna head over to the hut and get organized over there. Clay is putting my pot on the stove because it's got a frozen solid, completely solid ice block inside of it because I left water in it. I can't pack it away like that. So yeah, good times. If you want to come winter camping, you know, those are some of the fun things that you get to do when you're winter camping. Yeah. All right, we got camps all broke down. Went back to over to the warming hut to get warm for a minute before we headed out. And now we're hitting the road. It's cold and the snow should be good, but I'm pulling a big heavy sled now. It's not as near as fun as skiing without it. But anyway, I'm slipping and sliding around, so if I don't get back with you on the way out or at the truck, then I'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining.